And you know what? Pulling out your wallet like that and just tap with your credit card is so much more cooler than pulling out your e-wallet, log in, no line, cannot scan, QR code. Ugh, walao. Do credit cards frighten you? I know credit cards generally get a bad reputation. A few late and missed payments can mean sky-high fees and lower credit score, all of which can contribute to bad debt piling up. But did you know that as of early 2020, there are 9.1 million credit cards in circulation in Malaysia, and the number is ever growing so rapidly, even though we have e-wallets and other buy now pay later solutions. And according to Bank Negara, principal credit cards in circulation increased from 7.2 million in January 2015 to 9.1 million in January 2020. That's a 26% growth in just 5 years time. And correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't think our population grows that fast, right? Your friends and family are probably telling you to avoid using credit cards at all costs, and well, they are not entirely wrong. Some would use credit card irresponsibly and end up in debt that will haunt them for the rest of their life. But of course, those are the extreme cases. If you can use this small piece of plastic responsibly and wisely, especially after watching this video, you're welcome. You are actually much better off paying for all of your expenses with a credit card than with a debit card or an e-wallet. Really, trust me, let me tell you why. The first and main benefit, having a credit card builds your credit score. Basically, it's your report card for the bank to review when you apply for any form of loan, like a car loan, house loan and whatnot. And the higher your score is, the better you look in the eyes of the bank. It's that simple, and this only applies for credit cards and not for your debit cards, because unfortunately, debit cards can't help you build or improve your credit report since money is withdrawn directly from your savings account. And according to CTOS, Malaysia's leading credit rating agency, your CTOS score or credit score is actually a 3-digit number ranging from 300 to 850, which they calculate by assessing your credit history. Why does this matter? Well, when you apply for new credit cards or loans, one of the first things a Malaysian bank will do is to perform a credit check with organizations like CTOS. The report generated by CTOS displays your full credit history, which will then tell the banks on your credit worthiness, basically how well you pay back the money that you borrowed in the past. According to CTOS, here's how it's broken down. 45% and also the largest portion of your score is based on payment history, which is the record of all of your past payments and whether they were paid on time or late. Next, how much you owe on loans and credit cards makes up about 20% of your score. This is basically how much credit you are using compared to your total available credit limit. And thirdly, new credit, which accounts to 14%. It shows whether you have had new credit facilities approved recently. This is relevant since those who apply for many new loans in a short period of time could mean they may have many new debt obligations. So that could tell the banks that you are of a higher risk in terms of your repayment commitment. And next, credit mix also takes up another 14% of your score. It refers to the types of accounts that make up your entire credit report, and that variety can be from credit cards, student loans, car loans, house loans, etc. The final 7% refers to credit history length, which shows how long you already had the credit facility available, and obviously the longer the time you have had it, the lower risk you are, since you will be seen as someone that don't always maximize the use of your credit limit. So that's a good thing. So yeah, just like how they calculate our scores back in school, just that this is the adulting version. Yeah. If you are keen to check out what your credit score is, you can always head to ctoscredit.com.my to download your very own CTOS report. And no, I'm not affiliated with CTOS, nor am I sponsored to say this. Yeah? Next, having a credit card allows you to enjoy some fun and exciting stuff like cashbacks and free gifts. And the idea for cashbacks is pretty simple. Use the card and get a percentage of your purchases rebated in the form of cash back. Nowadays, some cards offer 2%, 3%, or even as much as 6% cashback on selected purchases. But of course, terms and conditions do apply, because such lucrative offers usually require you to spend at least a certain amount on particular category like dining, groceries, petrol, etc. I have previously covered this subject extensively before, so if you are keen to learn about the best cashback credit card to get in Malaysia, check out this video and I will put it on the top right hand corner for you. You're welcome. And of course, the fun doesn't end here. I have yet to touch on reward points. Credit cards are also set up to allow card holders like me and you to earn 1 or more points per ringgit in spending in specific categories. And when certain earnings thresholds are reached, points can be redeemed for travel, gift cards from retailers and restaurants, or for merchandise items through the credit card company's online rewards portal. Here's the idea: if you are frequently going back to the same retailer or hotel, why not get a card that offers enhanced rewards, discounts and perks to enjoy more discounts and get more vouchers? It's a win-win situation, right? But if you say, okay Ziad, I'm not interested in cashbacks and all of that stuff, how else can having a credit card benefit me? Well, let me break the news to you. Any wealthy or just financially literate person out there knows the power of credit, and they all started small from these credit cards. And you want to buy a car? You borrow from banks. That's credit. You want to invest in property? You borrow from banks. That's credit. You want to expand your business? You borrow from banks. That's credit. And thanks to the concept of time value of money, you can actually use the 1 ringgit from banks to make more than 1 ringgit back. That's basically the basic fundamental of making more money from the money that you have right now. A strategy for using your credit cards to manage your cash flow is to pay off your monthly bills or whatever expenses with your credit card first, then pay it off at the end of each month after you have had a month for your pay to accumulate. This can be especially helpful if your income doesn't always come in at the same time every month, and it frees up all the additional cash flow and keeps your account positive so that you always have money for any form of emergencies. Pretty cool, right? Well, of course, although all I've mentioned might sound great and fun, allow me to drill this into your head. Use your credit card responsibly and remember to pay your credit card balance in full and on time, people. Don't get on the bad sides of banks, and I'm telling you, it's not that fun. Trust me on that one. Here's what could probably happen.
Car is up for repossession.
She's paid?
She hasn't paid for 6 months.
Will she make a payment Tuesday?
It doesn't matter, car could have gone into your compound.
You ain't taking it, mate. This ain't happening.
We'll just hook it up.
Get him out the car. Yeah.
Mate, what are you doing? Whoa, mate!
And to keep your score in top shape, remember this. 1. Make your payment on time. I know I sound like a broken record, but I can't stress this enough because it reflects on your credibility to repay. And 2. Avoid applying for too many credit cards at once. You risk leaving a record of potential rejections from banks. Research on the available cards, find out the borrowing requirements and pick the one that best matches your financial standing. Just 1 credit card to start and it's enough to last you for years. And thirdly, pay off smaller outstanding debts in full. This helps to ease your existing financial obligations and hence appears more favorable in the eyes of lenders. But be careful, don't let your credit pile up too much. A good thumb rule is to always make sure that your credit utilization is less than half of your total credit limit. Bottom line is, don't be the average Malaysian. Yep, the average Malaysian that does not fully leverage the advantages of a credit card and only use e-wallet and debit card. My goodness. And you know what? Pulling out your wallet like that and just tap with your credit card is so much more cooler than pulling out your e-wallet, log in, no line, cannot scan, QR code. Ugh, walao. Really, get 1 credit card and learn how to use it responsibly. I firmly believe that when a credit card is used the right way, it can be an invaluable tool to manage your budget and build your wealth for the future. Alright, that's all I have for today's video, and don't forget to share these videos to your friends to remind them about the importance of having a credit card and also be cool. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one.